Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday evening. It is bump date time. This is, what time is it? Clock's gone. 9 something?
I think it's 9.
How does this thing? 9:09. It's a little bit late for a bump date, I think. This is later than we've been doing them recently, so everyone's probably like the last half hour just anxiously staring at your phone, waiting for that notification. Well, here we are. It was a little late night putting Zeke to bed, right?
Well,
Because he wanted, like, we were just gonna, he was gonna eat other stuff for dinner, and then we were gonna have stuff after he went to bed. And then he saw what we were having, and he wanted that, and he ate a lot of it.
Can't deny kid food, I guess.
He was loving the hot sauce, believe it or not. Hot sauce and ranch. Like the Buffalo Franks, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he kept wanting more, and it was very aggressive, more. So he just kept eating sweet potatoes and bacon and chicken and
But
hot
that meant
sauce.
that he did not go to bed.
So it was like past 8 by the time I shut the light off after reading some books, which means that here we are, 9:09, ready to chat, ready to hang out. Talk about San Diego trip, some like home birth FAQs that came up in a comical way for Laura this week at a MOPS meeting. Just some of the stuff that's been going on, and then some of the unpredictable stuff, like always.
Are you saying we're unpredictable?
Saying this is unpredictable, like the topics, because sometimes people start chiming in and chatting about other stuff. Doesn't this look different? No, it's normal. All right. So what was San Diego like? You want to start with that?
San Diego was fun. I peed 100 times on the airplanes.
Yeah.
And I realized that I don't really ever see pregnant women at airports.
That's true. You see a lot of babies and kids and stuff, but it's not that common.
I really don't think I saw one pregnant lady at the airport. I mean, they might have been pregnant, but like not showing it. And I don't know if that's because when they get somewhat...
They stop flying?
More pregnant? Yeah, they stop flying. But you're allowed to fly until you're 34, 36 weeks.
There's no like official cutoff. There's different recommendations based on their situations, but...
And airlines have different... Whoa!
Well, how's the airline going to go?
Did you see my tea?
No.
The baby kicked it, and the whole tea almost spilled everywhere.
We'll have to check the replay on that one.
Did anybody see the baby
I feel like
kick the tea off of my belly?
The whole tea spilling might have been a little bit of exaggeration.
No, it kicked it so hard that the tea was going to spill.
Are you going to just watch it?
Yes.
Now? You were talking about something, weren't you?
I don't know. If anybody else sees my tea spill because the baby kicks it, let me know.
I think we'll hear you yelling about your tea spilling.
Yeah, it's going to be hot.
So not a whole lot of pregnant ladies flying.
No, but I had to get up a lot.
Wasn't many at Impact either, was there?
There was
a lot of babies.
There was quite a few.
Was there?
Whoa, did you see it? This is going to keep happening.
All right, well, here's 20 minutes of Laura's belly jumping. Enjoy.
Bump date.
It needs to be something where, like, they can't see your tea moving. Like, you can't see it shaking. I
don't know what you want me to do.
You need a clear mug. Or fill it up really high so it spills when it shakes, and then we'll know.
Anyway, but in the plane and at the seminar, I had to get up and move a lot because my back would kind of get all sore and achy, or my feet would go numb. And I felt bad for the people sitting behind us because I was all twitchy-like. So that's the joy of being pregnant, is that you just... Why are you laughing?
Just laughing at the joys of being pregnant.
I brought massage tools for Andrew to rub my back during the seminar.
Literally, like in the seminars, it's right over there, the little green knobby. Mm-hmm. I think it's made appearances on bump dates before. Yeah.
So I brought it for him.
Your pampering never ends.
Yeah, my pampering at 27 weeks pregnant.
So one of the things, as we've got a handful of people joining live with us, one of the things that we wanted to chat about as we were opening up a second ago is home birth FAQs. What questions people have about home birth. We've got some from just experiences this week that she had at MOPS, but what's more fun is if we hear from you. So as we're talking and chatting about this stuff, leave a comment. Let us know what you're wondering about a home birth. It could be about just birth in general too, but less people have questions about birth than they do about home birth. It's a little bit different, a little bit unique. So we can talk about that from our own experience as well as answer any questions that you guys have in our Thrive Tribe Instagram, Facebook worlds. And even if you're tuning in not live with us, comment. We'll usually see comments and respond back, and we can chat about what your home birth questions are. Right?
Right.
But yeah, trip was fun. Had a great time. It's always fun being around other colleagues, a lot of friends from internship and other trainings. That just good to be around like-minded people who are passionate about helping, supporting families in the same ways that we are and impacting the community. So it's always good to do that, and then we're always excited to come back and put it into action by taking care of you all. Anything else you want to share about San Diego? Just a quick trip and a quick little 3-hour layover, and we were pretty wiped out Sunday night when we got back, and then getting going on Monday. It was a rough coming back to life.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, gone a day, and it's not a day, but not that long, and did not have it all together.
Time changes are really hard.
It's weird, messes with you.
Mm-hmm.
But we're back at 100% now.
Yeah.
And we can't really complain because
I'm always at 100% now.
Yeah.
I think I'm cruising at 40%.
40%. All right. Talk about your MOPS story.
Yeah.
First off, what's MOPS?
MOPS is Mothers of Preschoolers.
It's a new thing for you.
However, I'm not sure that any of the moms that I know that are there actually have preschoolers. I think some of them do.
Doesn't it have to be a certain age?
No, it's a lot of just moms with babies, young kids. I think
So there's not a kid range age?
I don't think so. I think it's just school age or younger. I don't know. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I could be totally wrong. I've only been to 3 or 4 meetings so far. So I'm still figuring out what it's all about and how to make the most out of it. And so our I don't know if every meeting is or every MOPS group is like this, but our MOPS group, you sit at the same table every meeting, so you're with the same women at every meeting to get to know each other. And there's out of the 8 women at my table, 3 of us are pregnant. I'm the most pregnant,
So none of them are on airplanes. They're all at MOPS.
Yeah, I think we're all 100% pregnant, but I'm the how do you even say that?
Farthest along.
The farthest along. And so we were talking just about one of them was going to get a massage or whatever, and I was talking about how I was looking for a prenatal massage because my therapist she lives in Illinois from where I had Zeke, and it was one thing led to another thing, and they were saying how some massage therapists or even pedicure people will avoid the feet because of pressure points on the feet that could put you into labor. And I said, yeah, there are, but there's specifically if it's a good prenatal massage therapist, they'll avoid those spots until you're ready to have a kid. And then they'll do an induction massage where they'll hit all of those pressure points on purpose in a specific manner.
But even then, it's not an automatic thing, right? You were saying how it's
your body has to be ready to have a baby. You can't. Nothing's gonna put you into labor unless your body is already at that tipping point of being ready.
It can help encourage starting. It's not like a Pitocin or something that forces it to start, right, whether or not you're ready.
So they asked me if it worked, and I said, well, I don't know, because I had a prenatal massage, prenatal chiropractic, and prenatal acupuncture, all in the
The
same.
one and only acupuncture session you've ever done.
Yep, all in the same week / couple of days, and that really threw them off. They were like, "Were you super late or something?" And I was like, "Not super late. I was 41,
super healthy,
almost 41 weeks, but I was just trying to avoid the conversation with the OB about inducing me because they were getting anxious about me being late." So then I was like, then the conversation carried on, and I accidentally told them that I had had a home birth. And
accidentally, it's not like you were hiding
I wasn't
it.
hiding it, but it was just not part of the conversation. And then I just like, for me to be able to explain what I was doing, I had to say home birth because we were doing concurrent care. And those of you that don't know Zeke's birth story, I guess we could share that at some point. But Zeke's birth story is that he was born in Illinois, and Illinois' home birth is very underground. I don't know if it's officially illegal. I think it might be.
It's not illegal to do. It's the providers
The midwives
are putting themselves out on a limb if they are caring for you for a home birth.
So because of that, my midwife had wanted me to be under the care of an OB in case something were to go wrong. They would have my records also, and then my midwife would just act as my doula if we needed to be transferred to the hospital. And so I ended up having to explain that I was under the care of a midwife and a OB, and I was just trying to get back to the conversation of prenatal massage, but that opened up a whole other.
All of a sudden, you were a unicorn weirdo that had a home birth.
Now I'm the weirdo at the table because then they asked, like, well, are you doing that again? Yes, I am doing that again. And then, so you had the baby at your house? I was like, yes, more specifically in a pool of water.
In my bedroom.
In my bedroom. Do you want to talk more about how I'm a weirdo? And so then they asked like how deep the pool was, and
I mean, it's like no diving in it.
Right.
But like, you swim.
I mean,
swim laps.
I was squatting and it went up to my armpits. Like I could like lean over it.
Yeah. It was just 2 people could fit in it, but just the way it worked out with her, just 1 and 1.
I need my space.
It's like the size of a small like whirlpool hot tub. Not small, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to describe. Maybe
it was pretty big, I think.
8 feet in diameter.
I had tons of room.
Yeah. Like if you were standing in the middle, could you touch both walls? I don't think so.
I didn't try. I was too distracted having a baby. So yeah, I then realized. Then they just kept having different questions, which I love talking about home birth, but I also in no way want to make anybody uncomfortable in that setting.
You want to hijack the conversation,
right? So it was just interesting because it reminded me that as into birth as I am, many people are not, and especially not about home birth. And so I think I take for granted sometimes our community that is a little bit more aware.
You hang out with other weirdos.
I do hang out with other weirdos that know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So yeah, that kind of sparked the whole. If you have any questions, then you.
So what are some of the things that they wanted to know?
Well, the logistics of it, like, when do I get the pool of water? And I explained at 36 weeks, the midwife drops off the birth kit, and no.
It's like a Lego kit.
The other question is, no, we did not fill the pool of water up at 36 weeks. We did not.
Some do that.
Do they?
Some, well, there's different types of pools. Some like it's like a heater. Yeah. This was not a heated pool, so you waited until you're ready to hop in and splash around, so it was hot.
And have a bit, not too hot. You don't want to cook anybody.
Just right. Like
So
Goldilocks.
we barely had enough time. I do not think that pool of water was filled up nearly early enough. Did that make sense?
It was fine. It was filled up before midwives got there.
That doesn't mean
Or-
anything. The midwives got
Actually,
there.
I think it was filling up when they got there because they were the ones that said stop or it was good or something. Or no, they
needed
said
more
all hot.
water.
Yeah, I think I had like
It was too cold.
I had kind of gone not all hot. It was like a mixture, and they're like, no, you want all hot because it's gonna get cooler.
Yeah, that's
So
not
they were
saying
there while I was
much
full,
because the midwives got there when they said get in the pool to push.
It was like 10 or 15 minutes later after she got there. I think every year that goes on, this story gets more and more dramatic. I mean, it was pretty dramatic.
Dramatic. I did not know my midwife that ended up showing up.
By the time Zeke's 10, no one else was going to be in the room. It was just Laura, no midwives, no BK, no me.
I always say it was only me, you, BK, the doula, and then at the last hour before pushing, the midwives show up. The midwives were not any midwives that I had ever met before because my midwife,
She was busy.
she's busy. She was delivering another
She was
baby
with another mom who wasn't just blowing us off.
who came too early. She actually like went at like 33 weeks or something like that, like really early. And
I don't think she had a home birth at 33 weeks.
I don't know what happened, but she didn't believe that I was going to go fast because I was a first-time mom.
They thought it would be like wee hours of the night, like early morning, that she was going to start pushing, where it was like he was born at 10:51.
Illinois time.
Right.
I don't know how to do that. So
Wasn't it 10:51 though?
yeah. So my midwife said, we'll probably see you by midnight, definitely by 3 a.m. The midwives were gone from our house by 2 a.m.
Were they?
Yeah.
No. They were there for more
BK,
than
we
3
really
hours.
need you just to come on to these bump dates just to tell us what happened.
I'm pretty sure they were there more than 3 hours after Zeke was born. Because it was an hour like before he was even getting off your chest and stuff. And then you went bonkers on us. And then BK made pizza for us. Like I feel like it was more than 3 hours.
I don't know.
Do we know where we're putting the tub here?
Mm-mm. By my bed, I think.
Not by my bed.
You're going to get kicked out of the bed soon. We're running out of space.
Yeah. That was nice. That San Diego bed was like, was it just a normal king size bed?
I don't know, but it felt like
It was
heaven.
massive.
It was so
Like, I
big.
felt like we couldn't
I
even
didn't
reach
even-
each other.
It was awesome. The reservations were for 1 king or 2 queens. And depending
Please,
on
one king.
depending on what they had available. But somebody asked like what you would do if you got 2 queens. I was like, he will sleep in one and I
We
will
sleep in a
the
queen
other.
bed every day.
I know, but if we're on vacation, I need my space.
Speaking of, we had a family in the office that just had their baby moon, and they got upgraded to a suite, but it was with 2 queen beds, and they did that. Slept in separate beds.
Well, mom's pregnant, has 800 pillows. You need your space.
Yeah, get your space.
So, yeah, we need to upgrade beds soon.
Yeah.
But hopefully the birth
Bed's
pool
working
will
fine.
fit into our
So
bedroom.
where in the room? Like the foot of the bed?
No, next to the bed.
On my side?
Yeah, we're just going to finagle it and however it fits.
We can move the dresser to where the rocking chair is.
You go, Pete's.
If we talk about stuff, she gets stressed out, I guess. So maybe we should stop.
Anyway.
I don't know. How wouldn't talking about it make it like
No,
less
because we don't have the pool. So how
okay,
do
we
have
can
a
know
pool?
like what size it is and just think about the layout still.
Maybe I should go on BirthTube. Has anybody heard of BirthTube?
It's a real thing.
Or just do
Speaking
it?
of BK, she had her baby live on BirthTube.
It's true, I got to see it.
She's crying.
BirthTube is a thing.
I think this is 2 or 3 weeks in a row. BK's just all over our bump tape.
BirthTube is a Facebook page that you can watch women having birth. And
an Instagram.
And no, I'm not being serious. I do not want to have my baby live. But
You don't even want to have a birth photographer anymore. You kind of went back and forth.
Well, that's just because I don't think I will use pictures. But I could do our own birth tube on our Thrive page.
We could make a
bump date,
like
releasing the bump.
a birth date.
Yeah,
it could be a birth date.
This is not
We'll
happening.
do bump dates, and then birth date. There's just gonna be one of those, and it's gonna be longer than these are. And then to be on the bump surfer forever after that.
We're not doing any of those. We might finish the bump dates, but we're not we're not gonna do. Depends on how our marriage holds up throughout them. The more pregnant
What
I
do
get,
you foresee happening?
the more pregnant I get, the more.
We're going on a marriage retreat in a week and a half. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
I guess it's not a retreat. It's a conference.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great. It's called a weekend to remember.
It's gonna be great. We're gonna learn so many things.
This weekend is Fall Brawl CrossFit competition. I'm excited about that.
I'm so excited to almost be the third trimester.
I thought we were going to talk about CrossFit a little bit.
This is bump date.
Does anyone want to talk? Well, they just announced the workouts tonight, so we could plan
we're talking about bump date, and then we're gonna go to bed.
Okay. Lainey wants. I don't remember what we were talking about. Lainey, she wants you to do something.
She wants me to do my
the Beyond the Bump. Do you want the Beyond the Bump or do you want the live birth? Take your time. What were we talking about? Oh, the workouts.
No, we're not talking about that.
Can someone please
Does
tell me
anybody
they want to
else
hear
have
the
any
workouts?
questions?
Oh yeah, we're gonna see. Were there any questions on the bump dates, or on like home birth? I don't think so. I think we rambled through most of them.
Yeah.
Jeremy wants to know what the workouts are.
No.
And Sis is joining us. Hey.
No, Jeremy doesn't need to know right now.
Jeremy will talk. Some good ones.
I can't feel my spot again.
Oh yeah, this was the thing last time with Zeke.
It was real annoying.
Where's your spot?
It's like right here. You can't really see because I'm wearing a black shirt.
This just looks like an abyss.
It's a big
Can't even
old
see the bump.
abyss. That's why I wear black. It's slimming. It's like right here. Right under the boob.
Left upper
Rib.
Well, it's not upper ribs are up here. Left upper abdomen.
Yeah, it goes numb whenever I lay on my left side, which is really unfortunate because when I lay on my right side, I can't breathe. So, and then when I lay on my back, I pass out. And I can't lay on my stomach because there's a kid there. So sleep is going well. I don't know why it goes numb.
Well, we just talked about why, so you do. You can explain.
You talked about why?
No, like earlier today and just before starting.
I don't really listen to you when you ramble about science.
Well, science is just where your baby is.
Is his butt there?
Yes, we're talking about
That's where
this.
Zeke's butt was too.
I know, that's why we said.
Can we flip him the other way? That would be great.
No, we want him to be there.
We want his butt to be right there.
We more so want the rest of him to be where it is, but that means his butt will be right there.
Well, can his butt be on this side?
It's better over there.
Why?
Just the way babies turn when they come out.
I'm never
It's
gonna.
called LOA. Does anyone know what LOA means? Do you know what LOA means? It's in the books.
Labor.
Nope. Left.
Left or
Left occiput anterior. That's how we want baby to come out, turning through the
I
canal.
just want baby to come out.
Baby will come out best if
I'm so excited the baby's gonna come out.
We're what?
2 days ago.
Like 3 months?
Listen, 2 days ago I was having a really bad baby day, where I just
When
felt
was this?
Tuesday.
That was yesterday.
Yeah, for the love. of
You didn't even
baby,
do
for
anything yesterday.
No, it just meant. I just mean like I felt humongous.
You don't feel humongous today?
Oh, I do. I said the past 2 days.
Okay.
I felt giant, like nothing. Everything is so bad. And then I was literally daydreaming about that feeling. Those of you who have had children, the feeling of when the baby comes out, like actually comes out, is the most glorious feeling because all of your organs can move. They're probably not in the right spot. And is like, I just want to cry because in that moment,
You're gonna cry right now.
because in that moment you're not pregnant anymore, and
you have a baby.
And that too, but you're also not pregnant anymore. Do you remember like 3 or 4 days after I gave birth, I was like, look at me, look how skinny I am.
I believe it.
I remember he was like, I think you're the only postpartum mom that's ever said that. I felt so great. I was like, oh yeah.
Man. So what is that feeling like for us who will never be able to have that experience or who haven't yet?
I mean, basically you're just like so bloated and you take a big poop.
That's what having babies like?
Well, I don't know how else to explain it.
I'm saying describe the emotions, less so the physical sensation. Like how your emotional feeling afterwards. Like
you're a wreck emotionally.
But it's more of like a relief or a celebration or a...
For me, I mean, everybody's different. For me, it was, I don't know.
That's it?
Well, I would like to say that I felt like empowered and strong, but those feelings came like within the days afterwards or hours afterwards,
like
where
the
like
reflection,
where you could like process it, like, holy crap, I just did that, and I like proved them all wrong, and I'm like
very stubborn,
the strongest person in the entire world. So, immediately afterwards, it's over. Hallelujah. I have this baby and I'm not pregnant anymore.
So what's the bigger emotional piece? The fact that you're not pregnant anymore, that you're done with labor, or the fact that now you are holding your baby?
For me, it was the labor was done. Labor and delivery was done.
So it's more of that relief.
That sounds like really bad, but it takes a while to like, and it takes a different amount of time for everybody. Some women might be immediate, but I wasn't immediately like looking at Zeke and being like, you're my entire world. I love you so much. I could eat your face off. And actually, it was quite.
That's what you do now.
Yes, it was quite the opposite. Where I was like, you look kind of funny, and your head is really swollen, and is your chin always gonna be like that? Because I wasn't like attached to him in that way. But then as like the hours and the days went on, I could like process he was inside of me and now he is not, and this is my baby. That's when like
hit more strongly.
Yeah. But no, initially it was like the hardest part is over. But really that's not the hardest part, because being a mom is really hard.
Doesn't get easier.
It's like labor every day.
Labor every day. You're not being dramatic.
I'm never dramatic, Andrew.
That's where Zeke gets it. That's why he's always throwing himself on the floor. And then you give him what he wants, and he's immediately, all right.
All right.
Like he'll be laying on the floor upset about something, and then I'll just be like, Zeke, I have to go pee. Do you want to come? All right. All right. It's the greatest thing ever. Solves all my problems.
Let's go wake him up. Should we go wake him up, guys?
Who wants us to wake Zeke up and invite him down to BUMPdate right now?
We should do a bump date and have him part of it.
Like an early one?
Yes.
Or keep him up? Or wake him up?
No. We're not actually waking our kid up ever. That is never going to happen.
Yeah, that's probably a bad idea. Andrea said that it's the same. She was more relieved not to be pregnant anymore. Then the bonding came later.
Yeah. It's just this, like, I don't know. Then that seems super selfish.
No, I don't think so.
But at that point, you deserve to be selfish. Just for a minute.
I do feel like we want to have Zeke on a BUMPdate now. I don't know how it's going to work, because the scheduled time is after Wednesday night, whenever Zeke goes to bed. So we're going to have to change that in the official score sheet scheduling.
Maybe we'll do it when I'm like 700 years pregnant, because I won't want to talk very much and I'm just going to be sick of it. So
you don't want to talk every single week we do these.
I know.
Then we just make you. All right.
Are we getting to the rambling part where we just
No, never.
hang up?
The last two, I don't remember what the time was, and I think we're about to crest it. But the last two bump dates we had were almost exactly the same time. Did you realize that?
I can't breathe.
Okay.
Stupid, ugly orange couch is
We're done.
sucking me in.
We've gone to the couch phase.
Oh, jeez.
All right. Any more comments, or do you want to shut her down?
Shut her down.
You didn't check. You're supposed to
Oh.
check. She wants Zeke. More votes for Zeke joining.
Yeah.
Can't argue with that. I think we should wake him up one of these times. He'd be real mad, and he would just keep saying, bright. When he wakes up and he first sees the light, he just says it's bright for a while.
Can we just have a Zeke date? Where we just talk about Zeke? Guys, I still don't have a name for this kid.
The Zeke Jr.?
Yeah.
You texted me a name earlier
You
in the
never
week.
responded.
Well, I didn't even know it was a name.
Oh, jeez, oh,
Like, I was like, what? I thought it was like a verb. Like,
Is that a verb?
you said blaze, like blaze this person.
I heard blaze.
I was like,
this
who?
person.
I thought
Is
you were
that a
asking.
superpower.
I thought it was like a, because she texted me Blaze David Roop.
Sometimes
I'm like, I thought it was
hear-
a typo, or I thought she wanted me to set someone on fire. Or like she's like asking me, can we
Listen,
blaze?
when I hear other people have unique names with Z's in them,
You met a Blaze?
I think I was listening to a podcast.
And they were talking about names that are invented.
Oh my gosh. This is why our kid is never going to have a name.
Blaze is interesting.
Okay, well, you just told the world the name, so now we can't name our kid that.
Nobody will remember.
It's documented.
Okay, well then we can look back and be like, ha, told you. One of those bump dates that went on forever. Snuck the name in on you. You didn't even realize.
We're not naming him Blaze.
It was your idea.
It wasn't really my idea. I just like to, if I hear something, I just ask you, and then you ignore me. So that's going well.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to share with the fans?
No.
Give the people what they want, right? Zeke like Laura when she wakes up. Ugh.
Jeremy.
No, that was sis.
No, look at Jeremy's
I know.
comment.
Jeremy asked if he's on American Gladiator. If we had a Blaze, it would be, I'm sure he'd be a great gladiator. No, Zeke is much happier than Laura when she wakes up.
Sometimes. Sometimes he's really cranky.
At his worst, he is at your normal. But his normal is like, pop out of bed and let's play.
He says, Adan.
Yeah, he'll sit up and go, I'm done with bed.
Sometimes he says that before nap time starts because I think he tries to trick me.
Yeah, it's just lay there for a little bit. All done. No, we have to sleep first.
Oh, I miss him.
If we go to bed, then we'll see him faster.
Let's go.
Let's go to bed.
Okay, goodbye.
See you guys. I think this is a for real wrapping up. Oh, man. Have a good one, everybody.